Good afternoon, Gibson City United Methodist Church. I'm Susan Schultz, your Facebook page administrator, here today with our Advent Chrismons Day 22. We're getting closer. Today, I have another star for you. Yesterday, we talked about the Star of David, the six-pointed star. Our star today is the five-pointed star, which symbolizes the Star of Bethlehem, and it's called the Epiphany symbol. And we know the Epiphany is the time when the Magi, who had followed the star to find out where the new king was born, and that is appropriate because the star is shaped roughly like a human, and I'm going to tell you that's important in a second. It's roughly shaped like a human, if you can imagine that as a human with their arms and legs kind of outstretched, which is appropriate because it represents God's incarnation and God's revelation to humankind. And we also remember at Epiphany, not only was God revealed in Jesus to the Israels, to the Jewish people, but also to the Gentiles, as we see in the Magi, who had come from afar. And so the message of God's redemption was for everyone in the world. There is another star, also called the Star of Bethlehem, and that is the four-pointed star, which I'm sure you've probably seen. And it's the one that has the really long tail, or the stem, I guess it would be. And that one is more reminds us of Jesus's birth and the purpose of his birth, because it looks more like a cross, and it's also known as the natal star. But for us, we use this as the Star of Bethlehem, and this is often seen on top of nativity scenes and at the top of Christmas trees. And I thought this was an appropriate one today because of what's happening in our sky. Well, it's happening even right now, but we can't see it because of the sun. But for the first time in about 400 years, the planets of Jupiter and Saturn are coming as close together as they do, as in appearance to us. The last time it happened was in the 17th century, and it was just before the telescope was invented. But this can be seen, I'm sure you know, as with the naked eye. It was visible this morning in the east, and then this evening, as it gets darker into dusk, we'll be able to see it again. So look in the southwest sky. Jupiter will appear first, as it's so much brighter than Saturn, but as it gets darker, the brightness of Saturn will be seen too. And it's possible that it was this sort of a planetary alignment that may have been the star that the Magi are said to have followed. So it's really cool that this is happening in our lifetime. And you know, I think it's a special treat in this year of 2020 that we get something really special like that. So if at all possible, get outside at dusk and look in the southwest sky, because it won't last all night. But get out there and let's go look and see if we can see the star. And I just think that would be really special. So we'll put the Star of Bethlehem. Well, we have one way up there, but we're going to put this Chrismon, this symbol, on the tree. Oh shoot, it's out of the picture for us. Well, there it is. You can trust me. But even more special, I think it'll be if we can see that phenomenon in the sky tonight. So thanks for joining me, and I'll be back. I expect to be back again tomorrow, and have a good rest of your day and evening.